What's up, boys and girls? Welcome back to another live stream today. Live market commentary over NQ, as always. High time frame analysis first, then we're going to go back to the intraday chart. That's what you can expect today. Then we are going to do some tape reading. Maybe we catch some trades today. We have FOMC meeting minutes later on. So yeah, we'll see if we get an opportunity to take a trade today. We'll see. What's up, Tom? Tom is back in the house already. Nice, bro. Okay, YouTube's fine. TikTok should be working as well. I hope it's loud enough. What's up, Tom? Bro, yeah. Yesterday another guy was in my live stream. He's also German. His name is Yusef. Maybe he will come to the stream and watch it. He said, at least he said he's going to watch it. So yeah, maybe we can talk a little bit with him. He's also trading for like 2 years now, and yeah, he just joined this server. So yeah, maybe you can have a talk with him, and maybe Gabriel will also join the stream. So we have several LB community Discord members in the stream later on. Hopefully that would be great. And yeah, I would say, yeah, absolutely. Yesterday was great. When you left, I don't know, like 20 minutes later, Yusef also, yeah, there he is. Yusef is here. Yusef's in the house. Yeah, our generation has it, easier than ICT's generation, like 30 years ago. Trading in the pit, that was something. What's up, Yusef? Yeah, bro. When I was growing up, I was always playing video games, and yeah, maybe you're close to this whole internet world. And yeah, Yusuf, how you going, bro? How is it? How is it going? Tom's in the house. Maybe Gabriel will also join the stream. We'll see. Yeah, bro, I'm fine. And you? How are you guys? Tom, how are you? Joseph, Yusuf. Hope you guys are fine. So let's have a quick analysis of the high time frames. So high time frames kind of look more promising than the days before because we had a nice little run lower. So I hope we can continue the run lower and not also take out these relatively equal lows, but also these lows right here. Okay, so if we are at the continuous chart, NQ, Nasdaq, continuous chart. Okay, there is continuous chart, which is MNQ1, and there is MNQU, which is the contract month chart. Okay, so when you're really wanting to trade live account, there's no opportunity to trade the continuous chart, so you always need to trade the continuous the contract month chart. And in this month we rolled over to September contract. Okay, but whenever you have a high time frame analysis, you also need to consider the continuous chart to do your high time frame analysis. Why? Because now we can switch on the right bottom corner. You cannot see it in the live stream right now, but if you are on a continuous chart, MNQ1, on the right bottom corner there are two buttons, be adjust and set. So this is be adjust turned on. If I now turn be adjust off, the chart looks like this. Okay, and what happened on this chart? We took out buy set in here. Okay, so that's a order block. That's an order block. Okay, mean threshold of this order block got respected with this run. So this is an order block. That's a change in state of delivery right here, and because of this candle trades up into this candle but respects the midpoint. Okay, midpoint, this candle, midpoint is also called consequent encroachment. got respected, okay? So this candle also becomes a auto block. What happens? We have two auto blocks now. Let's focus on that one. Traded up into this auto block. Nice reaction lower, took out sell side. So next target would be these relatively equal lows. Now, in of itself, this is also an auto block. Why? Because that's the last down close candle that took out that sell side liquidity. Okay? Whenever a candle takes out a liquidity pool, that's most likely going to be a high probability auto block. Okay? So this candle took out sell side. Okay? Lowest down close candle. So if we want to see lower prices, that's the only PD array that stands in the way. So when we are looking now for low prices, we need to see how price is going to use these gradient levels from the order block. Okay, so when price trades lower, it should disrespect these levels and just go through them towards these lows. If we are going to respect the upper half from high to midpoint of this order block and price stays in this red shaded area, that's not too, good for low prices. Bro, I don't know what's going on with TikTok. But yeah, I think you see what Yusef responded, what Yusef's response was. So yeah, let's continue with the analysis. So yeah, I hope price is going to take out this sell side. Why do I hope? Because then we finally leave this consolidation range. Okay, we are pretty much going sideways in here, and I want to see price leave this entire range from high to low. Okay, take out external range liquidity. So yeah, we see bias is bearish so far, and this is a target down here. Perfect. So let's go down and analyze the 4-hour chart. As you can see, these relatively equal lows were the target for the previous days. In here, during the previous live streams, we were focusing on these lows, already having bearish bias up in here, looking for lower prices, and finally our target delivered as I was outlining, and now price respected the daily order block upper quadrant in here, as you can see. Okay, so let's turn off this one. This is sell side, and yeah, we're pretty much moving higher right now, retracing back up into this 1 hour fair value gap in here. Okay, so we need to see how price is going to use this fair value gap. And another thing that you should write down into your notepad: whenever you have a consolidation from high to low, this is consolidation is like pretty much price going sideways. Okay, then you take the highs high and the lows low. You grade this consolidation, and when price retraces into consolidation, it should stay in the lower half of this consolidation. So the red line is the midpoint, and price should stay somewhere in between the low and the midpoint. The bodies should not close above this midpoint. So price should stay in the lower half of this consolidation range in order for price to continue following bearish order flow and going lower. If we close above it, then we are most likely to continue higher and take out these relatively equal highs and these relatively equal highs. But since we are looking for bearish prices other for short setups, I'm anticipating this to be a retracement to then continue lower. 5-minute chart. Let's turn on the ICT kill zones. So here are the kill zones. Okay, write that down. Important time-based liquidity pools. Okay, so important kill zones. And we have 932. So let's see what price is going to give us today. Daily bias is bearish. Oh, Kartoffelmixer. Bro, everybody's German. Everybody's German in here right now. So, Kartoffelmixer, you were also in the previous live stream, I think. So, Yusef, who's writing right now, Tom, everybody's in the stream right now is German. So, everybody's also member of my Discord channel. So, Kartoffelmixer, if you're interested, I think other guys can give you some feedback, but the Discord community is on fire. So I would also welcome you to the Discord channel if you're interested. It's completely for free, but you know, we post our trade recaps, analysis, and stuff. So yeah. So bias is bearish. Unfortunately, Kartoffelmixer, I already did the high time frame analysis, so I was, you know, explaining in detail why and why my bias is bearish and what I am looking for. So maybe later on you can rewatch the beginning. But yeah, basically bias is bearish. So I'm anticipating this to be a retracement. And yeah, there are some if-then statements. So we could also continue higher, taking on these relatively equal highs. But as you can see, this is a tight, narrow range. That's a consolidation range, okay? And I already told the other guys, that's a consolidation range. One thing that you can do with consolidations, you can grade it from high to low. And you can see the midpoint. And as long as price closes below this midpoint, that's pretty much indicative for lower prices. If we are able to close above it, that's rather bullish. So in order for us to, you know, see continuation of bearish order flow, it should stay and close below this midpoint and maybe trade up into this fair value gap. But yeah, it should on a closing basis stay below this midpoint. Okay, if it's not staying below it, we are not likely to continue lower first and maybe go for these highs and these highs. But yeah, lots of if then statements, but that's how the market works. It's an algorithm, and everybody who's kind of familiar with, you know, IT and how algorithms work, it's always the same if then statements. Okay, so 1 minute chart. Let's turn off this fib level. And as you can see, we already have beautiful relatively equal lows in here. We have relatively equal lows in here and all this stacked up sell side down in here. So in my opinion, this is all, you know, trapping people offside, trying to, you know, trap them offside on a long to chase price higher. But ultimately, I think price is going to roll over and go for sell side. So a quick review of today's London session. In today's London session, I was observing today's London session. I was looking for low prices. And when price was in here, I was looking for a short setup towards these relatively equal lows. But as you can see, bro, price just fell out of bed, like out of nowhere, it just dumped. Yeah, as you can see, bro, no fucking entry opportunity. It just dumped and, you know, did not retrace. It just crashed to the downside, bro. Unfortunate. I don't know. This price run came out of nowhere. I mean, I was expecting low price, but this is kind of heavy. Like, this is crazy. because we had these beautiful relatively equal lows in here. So beautiful, obvious bread and butter type setup. Pretty easy setup, but you know, no entry opportunity. Unfortunate, but yeah. Yeah, I'm also not seeing a setup yet. So we need to wait for more information. The thing is, we also have FOMC later on. So FOMC meeting minutes doesn't make it easier today. Yeah, I don't know. It just, we are more likely to have like shitty price action due to FOMC meeting minutes later on. So we'll see. We have to wait for more information. But yeah. Now we want to trade candle patterns, engulfing candles, and we want to trade trend lines and das ist doch AMD, yeah. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. As always, it's always AMD, bro. It's always like power of 3, open, high, low, and close. Open here 930, manipulating higher. Already accumulated in here. And everything to the upside, in my opinion, is manipulation. And then we're going to see distribution to the downside later on. Yeah, bro. Bro, I don't know why my TikTok actually is like going pretty well. Like previous live stream, I had like 10 viewers at the same time. I was really that was my first time having 10 viewers at the same time. I was really proud. But YouTube is kind of dead. I don't know. I maybe I have like 2 viewers at once. But I thank you for the likes, everybody. I hope it helps the algorithm support my live stream. But yeah. So far, nothing too exciting right now. Bro, sell side is definitely stacked up. So, I don't know, retail would see something like this. You know, like trend line support. And bro, this is why retail doesn't work. It's not objective. Like everybody sees the trend lines differently. So where's that's when I started trading, I was always like, bro, is this the right trend line, or should I draw rather something like this, you know, or like this? So what's the real one? What's the one that works for me, bro? And they don't fucking work, bro. That's just, you know. Okay, so we're pretty much going higher. Bro, I hate consolidations, bro. Daily chart is still difficult. I mean, yeah, we've taken out these relatively equal lows from Friday 26th. But yeah, we are still respecting daily auto block and hmm. I think that's enough of a premium right now. Come on, let's just roll over. Okay. So, yeah. Let's be patient, sit still, and wait for more information. So far, price moving higher. No, there's no need to have fear of missing out on anything. If price moves higher, okay, then our bias is wrong, and that's fine too. Okay, but our bias is bearish. As long as price moving higher, we don't chase higher prices. We want to see price move lower. So first presented fair value gap is this one. We want to see price inverse it to act as an inversion fair value gap. So yeah, that is first presented fair value gap. It should act as inversion. That's why we do it in orange. Yusuf is calling for a reversal at 29,300. 300. So you're pretty much saying that price is going to reverse from here. I mean, yeah, we have some things that would support your argument. For example, I've rarely, you know, turning that indicator on, but for you, I'm just doing it right now. As you can see, here's a new day opening gap, and this is today's new day opening gap. So that's a pretty good premium array that price could now reverse from. So yeah, just some, you know, little things that I'm using in my live stream that you are not always seeing. So I will turn it off, but you know, keep it on your chart. These are all things that I'm watching on my other monitors and that you cannot see in a live stream. But yeah. Let's have a look at what happened so far. So today's trading day opened up in here, okay? We traded lower, we traded higher, consolidated, okay? Engineered sell side, engineered buy side. Then we've taken out sell side with the London session move. And so far we are kind of stair-stepping higher. So it's kind of hard for price to move higher. There's just no low resistance liquidity run so far. And let's have a look at our consolidation range real quick. That's a consolidation range. So what would be permissible is still if we trade above London, but you know, only wicking higher. Of course, on a 1 minute chart, we are going to close above London maybe. But as long as maybe we are on the 15-minute chart and we don't see a 15-minute candle close above the midpoint, I mean, it could still be around the midpoint somewhere like really close to it, but nothing like closing in here. So that would be indicative for higher prices. Maybe these relatively equal highs will become the next target if we are able to close above it. So let's see. Yeah, 40 minutes, 12 minutes until 4-hour candle closes. So we'll see. But see how price is having a hard time to move higher. So it's like stair stepping a little bit higher, going a little bit sideways, retracing like 5, 6, 7 candles, then goes a little bit higher again, like retracing, going sideways. So it's having a hard time moving higher today. But see how easy it is for price to move lower. Okay, so displacements are rather on the bearish side today. This is also another way to look at order flow, see how many candles we have on a down closing basis and how many candles we have on an up closing basis. And as you can see early on today, the bigger moves were always to the downside. Okay, going up a little bit, sideways, lower. Going up, lower. Going sideways, okay, taking out relatively equal highs. Going sideways, manipulating relatively equal highs again, dump. Okay, so there it is. 1% fair value gap is about to get inversed. So to be honest, I'm not a big fan of taking trades early on. We could see a trade setup forming right now, but my model not usually forms during the later part of the New York session. So do we get the displacement fair value gap? No, we don't. Okay, so forget about it. Unfortunate. You're placing a lot of significance to the 4-hour candle. 100%. 4-hour candle is pretty important because that closes the first 30 minutes also of the 9:30 opening range to 10 a.m. So at 10 a.m. first the 4-hour candle closes. So bro, to be honest, I'm not trusting that move lower yet. Yeah, we are looking for lower prices, but I'm not trusting that move yet. I mean, we created relatively equal highs in here. So no, I'm not selling yet. If I'm selling, you would see execution. So I'm executing on a demo. So that's my high risk demo account. It's like what -1% right now, and that's the one demo account that I've been trading for several months now, and just like 2.5% up. So yeah, so we're going to select the high resistance account, the high risk account. What do I mean by high risk? Normally I want to risk between 0.5 and 1%, but with the high risk account I risk somewhere from 1% to even up to 2% per trade. So since volatility is so high right now, I mean, my stop loss would have at least required like 60 points, and 60 points is already around about $100 of value. So 100 bucks is basically 1% of $10,000. So risk management, one of the most important things in trading. First and most important rule in trading is preserve capital. Preserve capital means stick to your risk management plan and don't do nothing aside from your risk management plan. So Don't act on emotions or this feels great. Now I'm feeling like really confident on this trade, so I'm risking more. No, you have clear, defined processes, procedures, and risk management rules. Okay. So, yeah. I mean, bro, this is insane. We have beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sell side liquidity resting below in here. So I'm anticipating again a market maker sell model today. Looks pretty good. We have original consolidation. Okay. We have first stage accumulation with that wick going back into original consolidation. So what did I tell you in the beginning, Youssef? Whenever you have a consolidation, grades, put a fib on the high and the low of the consolidation range. Price traded down into consolidation right here. That's first stage accumulation. If you don't know about market maker models, that's what I'm talking about with the first stage accumulation, smart money reversal, first stage redistribution and stuff. If you don't know, if you cannot, you know, if you don't know what I mean with these terms, just go on YouTube and look up ICT 2023 mentorship market maker models. That's the title of the video, and there ICT is explaining market maker models. Okay, that's what I'm talking right now. There's a foundation of what I'm talking right now about right now to understand like what I'm saying. So first stage accumulation, that's actually second stage accumulation. So if you put on the new day opening gap, so again, we can see price trade up into it, reverse from in here, inversion, first minute fair value gap. Look how price was respecting the midpoint. Okay, so that's pretty bearish. That's looking bearish. Price is following bearish order flow. But I don't know. I'm not trusting it yet. I'm not trusting it yet. Yeah, you will see if when I'm going to short it. But to be honest, for me to short right now, I would be looking for a big displacement fair value gap. That's a nice big fair value gap to the upside, so that's a bullish fair value gap. I'm looking for a big bearish fair value gap, and we don't have it. Yeah, we have a small fair value gap in here, but I would like to enter on a SIBI, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency, SIBI fair value gap. So I'm looking for a bearish fair value gap to enter on. But yeah, still we are looking for low prices, but I mean price could move lower now and I would miss the trade and I would have no problem with it. But I'm still not trusting it to move lower yet. It can, but I'm not trusting it yet. Yeah, only us two right now. Everybody's gone right now. Alarm. I don't know. I don't think Tom already took the trade and took TP. I don't know. He's also, you know, the type of guy who's trading reversal patterns. So he's looking for your reversal like I am. So yeah, maybe he would be in this trade so far, but wouldn't be looking too good right now. So like I said, I'm not trusting it yet. Yeah, we're just having fun. Oh, while we go out. We just having fun and we don't care who sees. Bro, Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars is it. Bro, I was listening. I used to listen to him all the time, but to be honest, it's been some time since the last time that I was listening to Bruno Mars. I also really like Michael Jackson, bro. Michael Jackson is also great. So see, that's why I don't want to prematurely take a short setup. Why was I, avoiding or being hesitant to taking a short already? It's because, yeah, on a high time frame, on a big scale, we are going lower. But look at intraday right now. After after London session was over, we were just moving higher, creating higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher high. And do you know, can you remember what I was telling you yesterday, Yusuf? We don't want to pick the top in the bullish market. And right now, intraday, look at New York. We've been pretty much bullish so far. So we are creating higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Yeah. That exactly. That's also take take liquidity first and then take a short. But yeah, you don't want to be the first one who's trying to pick the top in a bullish market. That's why I want to see price prove to me that it really wants to move lower. And yeah, I mean, we inverse the first percent fair value gap, but that's just the first market structure shift lower, okay? And we are pretty much in the beginning of the New York session. And, price tends to trap people off sides in the first 30 minutes to the first 60 minutes of the day. So you don't want to be prematurely taking trades in the first 30 minutes. I mean, there are some cases, some scenarios where you want to do that, trade in the first 30 minutes, like yesterday. So yesterday was pretty much a good example when to trade in the first 30 minutes, which is that short from this first percent fair value gap in here. So we have a beautiful fair value gap in here, price respected that in here. And you could also have taken this trade in here short from this fair value gap. Okay, so that would be a good example when to trade in the first 30 minutes. But what is different in this case? The difference is price was moving lower, consolidating lower, manipulating buy side in here lower. Okay, so what is the difference? Intraday order flow was already bearish and we already have manipulated buy side and our bias was bearish. That's the reason why you could have taken that short in the first 30 minutes in here. But in comparison to today, intraday price action is bullish. Our high time frame bias is still bearish, same as yesterday, but intraday order flow is bullish. So you don't want to be the one, like I said, to pick the top in a bullish market. You want to see price, confirm to you that it really wants to go lower and now, following bearish order flow, and then you can take that trade after it confirmed to you that it wants to go lower. And until price also meets time. So time is the most important part in the equation. Thank you for the likes. I hope it supports the live stream. There will definitely going to be some other people joining the live stream later on. Adeori, I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. Thank you for the sub, for the follow. So what have we done now? We've created relatively equal highs in here, okay? So what are we doing right now? we're engineering sentiment, we're engineering buy side, and we are engineering sell side. Okay, so that's perfect for, you know, to trap people offside, to trap the public, to maybe see it as a double bottom, as a double top. So another retail pattern would be, for example, we have a high, a low, a high, so that would be a double top. Now we're moving lower, and retail wants to chase price now lower and take a short from this neckline. So if you view like this, that's the neckline of the double top. That's a retail pattern. Okay, so retail maybe is already looking for shorts. Okay, placing their stop losses above these highs. But what are these highs? Engineered buy side liquidity. So price is probably going to go back up again. Take everybody out who's been already short. Take everybody out who's already short and place their stop losses above these highs. Take them out once more. You know, make them scared and afraid of taking another short. And then when price also meets time, time is what? Time is 10:30. 10:30 is when the first hour of trading is over. Okay, then most of the times price is going to have this market maker model. I mean, price can also just dump from here lower and just do whatever. Then it's just not our day, not our, you know, market right now where we want to trade in. That's always an opportunity. Okay, price is not always doing what you want it to do. Okay, and you should not force a trade. If you're looking for something, if you have a game plan and you know what you're looking for and it doesn't occur, it doesn't pan out like you wanted it to, then no problem. Then wait for the next day. The market is also open tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, next week, next month. So don't have fear of missing out, bro. That's basically what I'm saying. Don't have fear of missing out. Wait for your models, wait for your rules to be in alignment. And if so, then take a trade confidently and write it to your target. Unless your target has not been met, don't take that trade. Another thing, if you look at this consolidation, where are we right now? Go from this high, maybe let's go to the 5-minute chart, turn off this indicator, it's just too much on the chart right now. So if you grade the high to low, that's a consolidation. Okay, whenever we are at the midpoint, at the equilibrium of a price range, then price is more likely to consolidate. Okay, so whenever we reach in equilibrium, the midpoint of a range, that's where price most of the times is having a consolidation. Okay, so that's also the reason why it's permissible to see that kind of price action that we see right now. Okay, so and if we look at the 1 hour chart, 10 a.m. candle closed, and look where 10 a.m. candle closed. 10 a.m. candle closed below this consolidation range. From high to low that I was talking about in the beginning, what did I told you guys? If we are going to continue lower, price should respect on a closing basis, it should respect this midpoint from this consolidation range high to low. And it did. It just touched it. It touched the midpoint, but look where the 1 hour candle closed, okay? And also the 4 hour candle. So now what is it telling you guys? Okay? It's rather wanting to go lower. So what we want to see is a manipulation higher, take out buy side again, and then move lower. So we want to create another wick in lenses of a 1 hour chart. Where's 10 a.m.? 10 a.m. was 10 a.m. isn't here. So what have you done from 10 a.m.? 10 a.m. 1 hour candle, or even the 4 hour candle, the new candle opened at 10 a.m. So in terms of power of 3, what is it doing? So far it opened in here and kind of consolidated. So from the perspective of a power of 3 is open, high, low, and close. So we have open, which is accumulation, which we do right now. Open in here, 4 hour or 1 hour candle, whatever. Open, consolidate. Then we want to see the 1 hour, 4 hour candle create a wick higher, manipulation, and then distribution lower. Okay, I think that's a pretty good illustration of what I'm looking for. And see how price is using these levels. It's used the midpoint of this consolidation range to the tick, midpoint in here. It used the lower quadrant of this consolidation range. See how price is respecting these levels, bro. That's insane. See how we are reading price action, and we don't need no level 2 data, no heat map, no whatever, no looking inside the candle and see the order flow, bro. This is reading order flow. This is how you read price action. Bro, I'm having too much fun. Are you having fun, Yusef? I know you're the only one in here right now, and I appreciate you. Yeah, bro, it's not easy. I would agree with you. It's not easy, but we know where our bias is. Our bias is bearish, and price is most likely going to take out these lows in here. Okay, so is there lots of things that we can learn, lots of sauce that I'm sharing with you guys, bro. I'm sharing basically what I'm sharing with you guys is just my experience from the last 2 years of learning ICT and applying it on the charts. I mean, 2 years obviously is not worth like a decade or whatever trading ICT. Bro, I think if you're trading, if you have more than 4 or 5 years trading ICT, bro, you will be an insane trader, bro. You will trade up down as you want to, and you're going to be crazily profitable. So I mean, if you do everything properly, if you do, if you have process and procedures and approach trading the right way, then yeah. Okay, so far our price is moving lower, but we still have these relatively equal highs. If price is moving lower right now and continues moving lower and taking our sell side, then probably our bias is not correct, or at least, yeah, our model just didn't appear and there's no trade to take today, and that's fine as well. No problem with that. But yeah, I gotta be honest, I would have preferred price to, stay inside this range and then manipulate higher and then go lower. Now it's kind of already moving lower, so it's not really what we want to look for. But yeah, let's see. Let's see. I still think that we're going to take out this buy side and this sell side. In which order we will see. I would prefer price to take our buy side first, leave these lows intact, trap people offside on a long, and then go lower. But we'll see. We'll see what we get. If we don't get a trade today, no problem. Tomorrow is another day, another chance, another 9:30 opening. So no need to rush. No need to rush. No need to marry your buys. No need to have fear of missing out. No need to force a trade. You know, if your model isn't there, then it's just not there. It's just you shouldn't be looking at trading like, oh yeah, I've spent the last 3 hours in front of the chart, so now I've got to take a trade. Now I gotta, you know, das heißt mir belohnen. I got to, you know, take some profits. That's not the way it works. If there's not a trade setup, then there's not a trade setup. Then you don't take a trade. And you don't force a trade. Wait for your model. And that's how you go about it. So that's actually what you want to do. So also, you don't want to be in a trade right now. Why? If you look at NQ, I mean, if you look at ES, bro, ES is pretty ugly. ES is just in a narrow, tight little range. So ES is crazily consolidating right now. MYM is also moving sideways right now, so it's not looking pretty. So there's definitely no fear of missing out right now. This is just BS price action. This is just, you know, leading traders down the premiums lane. It's just, no, just don't take a trade. And if you miss this move lower, bro, don't be like, oh no, bro, I could have been part of that move lower. No, don't think that way. Just shitty ass price action. Do you want to sit in a trade for half an hour and price just still sitting at the same price point that you entered on? No. You want to be part of that moves where you just enter and prices dumps during your direction that you expect the price to go to. You don't want to be in these types of BS trades where you're just waiting 1 hour to hit your TP, bro. This is just emotional roller coaster, bro. That's just not where you want to be part of a move, you know. At least I'm speaking for myself. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to be part of that move. So. No, I didn't take that trade. Did you, Yusef? Bro, like I said, if I'm going to take a trade, you will see it. You will see the executions. You will see, like in here, the trade that I took on Monday. It was a break-even trade. You will see the execution. You will see that arrow, and you will see my position. Okay, so you will know when I take a trade. Not saying that you should follow my trade. Definitely not. It's not financial advice, but you will see I'm taking that trade on the demo account. Yeah, I still think it's not time to chase low prices. It's not. I mean, but this is just something that I recognized happening during this month so far. It's just ugly price action. It's just, I don't know, like, look at this. Look at the wicks. Look at how just ugly. I mean, if you don't have any clue about trading, if you just look at the charts, you'll think like, bro, what is this? It just looks ugly. I don't know. Price traded down into consolidation range again. Now look at the reaction off of this range. Immediate reaction higher. Crazy how this works, right? This is the 1 hour consolidation range, gradient levels, and this is the 1 minute consolidation range, gradient levels. Yeah, I know, I see it. It's going higher again. But that's not telling you anything right now. So you can do the same thing in here. Grade that consolidation range. Price traded up into the lower quadrant and respected the lower quadrant so far. Okay. For us to expect continuation higher, you want to see price close above the consolidation range high to low, close above the midpoint in here, and close above the first presented fair value gap midpoint in here. So far it's moving lower, but yeah, we want to see buy side taken out and target relatively equal lows. I hope they stay intact. Boring session so far again, bro. I hate July and I hate August. These 2 months of the year is just so fucking boring to trade. You always have, not always, you can never say always, but there's a high probability that these 2 months out of the year are more likely to look like this. So what does that mean to you guys? Whenever you are in July or August and price is already indicating that it doesn't want to show your low resistance liquidity run, just automatically cut risk. Don't risk the high amount. Just always go, if you take a trade, half risk. That's how you do your risk management. Know your conditions, know the market environment that you're trading in right now, and adjust your risk management accordingly. Yeah, so far 9:30 opening is very bullish. But it's only 10:20, so you want to stay patient. That's what we want to see. We want to see price get above this first percent fair value gap. Thank you, Tommy, for the sub. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Motivates me. Hope you guys enjoy the live stream so far. Learn something. Most important thing in trading: stay disciplined. Stay patient, stay disciplined, and adhere to your rules. If you can stick to these 3 things, bro, you are destined to be successful in trading. I guarantee you that. No matter what you're trading, especially when you're trading ICT, bro, you're going to be a hell of a trader. You are going to be a hell of a trader. There you go. Seems like we know what we're doing in here. We know what we're doing in here, bro. Yusuf says that you could technically be buying right now. Yeah, you could. I mean, you could. It's not my model, but it seems like we want to take a buy side in here. But I mean, if I was taking a long in here, bro, stop loss would need to be at least like in here. So would that be, I mean, that would be 1-to-1. Do I want to trade 1-to-1? No. Okay, he's in the buy right now, so let's see. Break even, already break even. Okay, that's nice. Okay, let's analyze it. Consolidation range high to low. Referring back to the midpoint, that's nice. Close above the midpoint. Now we want to see price now respect the upper half of this inversion fair value gap. So price should stay in the upper half of this orange shaded rectangle. Now see how price is only wicking lower, and look what the body does. It's respecting the midpoint of this consolidation range. Look, and respect the midpoint to the tick, closed right at the midpoint. So we want to see move higher. I mean, it's difficult to demand precision in a high resistance liquidity run conditions. So we are still in a consolidation going sideways. That's why, you know, you don't want to demand like too much precision. But yeah, we have a fair value gap in here. So on these days, like I said, don't demand that price is too precise. So I mean, yeah, we'll see. We will see. Still waiting for buy side raid. Still have relatively equal lows. Yeah. Nothing that I would go long on personally, but stay patient, guys. Stay disciplined. Follow your trading model. And there's nothing that you can do more than that. So yes, and Dow, we have also a decoupled market, so Dow is moving lower while ES is going sideways, while NQ is going higher. So that's a decoupled market. That's another reason why you don't want to trade. In 5 minutes is news. What kind of news are in 5 minutes? I don't know, bro. I don't know about any news. 10:30 news? You sure? Wednesday, we only have, so as far as Forex Factory, we only have 2 p.m. FOMC meeting minutes. I'm only looking at the high or medium impact news driver. I don't look at any yellow news driver or whatever. That's not too important. Still consolidating, so just wait. You know, just wait and see and wait for your setup. Difficult day, bro. These are the days where you just, you know, burn yourself, get into drawdown, lose your funded accounts, you know, do revenge trading and blow your accounts. So just rather take a step back and yeah, stay patient. That's just ugly price action. It is what it is. It is what it is, guys. No, yeah, I know VWAP, but I don't use VWAP. Yeah, it's correct. You spell it correctly. It's VWAP. Yeah, but I don't use it. I don't use any retail patterns. I don't use any indicators except for like ICT ones. Like this, for example, it's just, it's just basically showing me the right time windows. So it's just making my life easier. That's just showing me the daily highs and the daily lows, new day opening gap, IPTA data range, and so far, and so on. So yeah, pretty ugly price action today, and yeah, maybe okay. Let's see another 5 or 10 minutes and see if we can leave this range. But we'll see. If we are still in this consolidation range in 5 or 10 minutes, then I think I'm going to cut the stream early and come back tomorrow. Because you don't want to waste your time in front of the charts when the price looks like this. Go back testing, go through your old notes, journals, watch educational trading videos, whatever. Do something aside from the charts. Go about your day. Meet your girlfriend, your friends, whatever. Do something for university, school, whatever. Just don't waste your time in front of the charts. That's just not what you want to do. So 10:30. So first hour of trading is done. So what happened so far? 9:30 low, 10:30. That's the range that we've been trading in so far. Used lower quadrant. Use the midpoint in here. Use the midpoint several times in here. Yeah, bro. I know lots of people are using VWAP, but like I said, I don't trade ICT. I trade ICT, and ICT says, bro, all these indicators like volume profile, like VWAP, RSI, whatever there's EMA, like whatever there's, it's just basically bullshit. How did ICT said? He said that he said something to the effect like indicators are just news from yesterday or something like this. It just, bro, indicators just show you what you can see in the candles right now. Just look at the charts. You don't need these indicators. Just read price action through candlesticks. No volume profile, no volume bars, no VWAPs, no RSI, no trend lines, no EMAs, no Wyckoff, no whatever there is. Yeah. You know what? Retail would say, oh my god, it is respecting the trend line in here. I mean, look at this. We had a bounce in here, we had a bounce in here, we had another bounce in here. So what is retail doing right now? Retail is going long. Guess what? Most likely is not going to happen. The most, the biggest, most quickest move will not occur to the upside. It's trapping people offside, thinking, yeah, no, we gotta chase price higher. It's just supported by the trend line. Chase the breakout, and then price will roll over, fake bull flag, and dump, and stop out everybody who's been long. So F these trend lines, F these retail patterns, F these indicators. That's not the way you want to trade. I mean, that's my opinion, and that's only my opinion. So, I mean, you can do whatever you want to do, but that's how I see the market. And I mean, I've been doing that for 2 years, and I've been trading retail patterns beforehand, and I've traded ICT, so I did both. And let me say you what, retail isn't it. Retail is now what you want to be trading. I mean, yes, it's 10:35. I think I'm going to close the stream in 5 minutes. So still, what I'm predicting is still a buy side raid and then a sell side raid. That's what I'm looking for. Lots of people got trapped. Lots of people got, trapped offside, stopped out, and it feels like lag day. Like these trading days, it's just like lag day, bro. It's hard. You don't want to do it. It's exhausting, you know. Maybe you harm yourself. Maybe you're just like, don't looking forward to these days. But you have to go through them to get stronger and become more experienced. And I gotta be honest, bro. I used to take that short in here, and I would have got caught up in this consolidation, okay? And I'm pretty thankful that now, with more experience, I recognize the situation that we are in, and that's not my model yet. And leaning on my experience, I did not take a trade, and that's why I didn't burn myself. But I used to burn myself in these types of market environments. So that's already a W for me. That's a winning day for me. Avoided an unnecessary loss. Loss. And how do you get profitable? Avoid unnecessary losses, cut your losses, and let your winners run. That's a pretty simple but true equation that equals profitability. What's up? Wer Moritz heißt, ist cool. Geiler Name. But there's nobody called Moritz aside from you, probably. And Yusef, what did you learn today? What did you learn today? Bro, I don't know why. Oh, wait, what? Bro, I don't know what. No, TikTok. I was. Bro, I don't know why, but background music doesn't work on TikTok. I don't know. I have to figure it out. Bro, Yusef, I said, what did you learn today? I mean, you took that long, and now reviewing your trade. What should you have done differently? I mean, I think you traded to break even, so you did not lose, but. Think about what's a lesson you've learned today, like trading in this environment. Pretty ugly price action. I don't know why, but New York is. I know why. Oh, it's July. Price action is trash, as usual. But I must say, last year, July and August wasn't that bad, as it is like in this month. Yeah, man. Don't trade against bias. Don't trade against auto flow. Yeah. That's right. And also, you know, you took that trade here, right? Look left. What happened beforehand? Is that constructive? Is that, you know, recommendable for you to take a trade when price action looks like this? I guess not, right? You don't want to trade and you don't want to take a trade when price beforehand just entered consolidation. Because most likely, if you're entering in a consolidation, you get trapped, you get caught up offside, and most likely gets stopped out. Okay, don't try to be the one who picks the exact trade or time where price just exits a consolidation. You think, yeah, now now consolidation is over, and with my trade, that's going to be the one trade that delivers. No, that's most likely not going to be you. Yeah, 100%. Nice. Exactly. Be patient, no FOMO. There's no reason to fear of missing out. What did you, if you look back now, what did you miss out on? Bro, nothing. Bro, price just is in the same range, the same 150 points for the last hour. You didn't miss out on nothing, bro. You know? So, no FOMO. Stay consistent, stay patient, stay disciplined, and wait for your model. Most important part, you can only stick to your model if you have a model. So really important is to really define what you are looking for. If you don't know what you're looking for, then you will miss your target because you have no clear target. Know what you're looking for, define it, write it down on a piece of paper. This is what I want to look for in the chart. This is another thing. This is another thing. This is another thing. And if you create a checklist of what you're looking for, to be honest, I also have a checklist. I have a piece of paper. I created a checklist with all my rules that I want to see being checked off. I wrote down everything I want to see in the chart, and before every trade, I go through the list in my head, and I go like, okay, do I have this? Do I have this? Do I have this? Do I have this? Okay, yeah, I have it. Okay, now I can take a trade. And you know what? I have more confidence, and if I get stopped out, that's way less harmful for me because I know I followed my model and I stayed disciplined. Sooner or later, if you have a good model, if you have a good profitable system, sooner or later in the long run you will be profitable just following your system. But can you follow your rules? Can you stick to your rules? Can you stick to what you have written down on a piece of paper? In the beginning, probably not. You will look at your list and there's one thing or maybe two things not being checked off, and you think like, but yeah, that's not too bad. We just take the trade nevertheless. What happens? You get stopped out. When you review it, what you will see, yeah, you took the trade, even though your rules did not be, checked off like all of them. Maybe 8 out of 10, but you won't have every single defined point, be checked off, be there in the charts, and then you want to take a trade and do nothing else. Okay. So price moving lower. Okay. Interesting day today. I think that's already it for today. I mean, yeah, you cannot do nothing with it. So be happy. You survived another lag day, bro. You survived another lag day. Be proud of yourself. Stay disciplined, and follow new rules. And that's what you want to do, okay? So I cut the stream early today. I mean, look at the price action. There's nothing to wait for. It's just BS, okay? So I would say I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is the day after FOMC, so I think we are more likely to see some good price action tomorrow. We have medium impact news driver and Friday as well. So see each other, Lord willing, see each other tomorrow in a live stream. Going to be live tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, like basically every day. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Join my Discord server, links in the description, in the biography on TikTok and on YouTube. So check out my YouTube, check out my TikTok, live on both platforms every day. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned something. I hope I could entertain you guys. And I would say I catch you in the next one, guys. Be safe. Yusef, we hear each other. See you in the Discord. And for all the other guys, see you in the next one, guys. Be safe.